Matt and I are taking off on another adventure here in a couple of days, and I want to show you guys how I pack the inside of the trailer on a travel day. So we're going to be gone for a week. This is the beginning of our week, and it's all packed up and ready to go, how we travel with it down the road. So if you have not seen a video before with our trailer, here is a quick overview. Just so you know, my street is kind of noisy, so you might hear a weed whacker or trucks go by. Hopefully you can hear me, but that's what that is. Anyways, so we have the bed over there near the hitch. We actually ripped out one of the cupboards so that we could turn our bed horizontally, which gives us just a little bit more space. So we have the bed, the one cupboard left. This is our kitchen area and our dinette. This door is to the bathroom. And this is our little cupboard area right here when we first come in. This is where we are going to start. So the top has coats and backpacks and headlamps, which are kind of, they need a better home, but they're really easy to grab from right there, which we need if we are hooking up or if we're arriving somewhere after dark. This has towels in it, and then my helmet is also in there because we're taking our bikes on this trip. Matt's helmet, I believe, is in his truck, which is with him at work. So when he gets home, we'll probably put it in here also. The cupboard below this is all of our toiletries and medications and hair things and all that stuff. This lid, we actually usually have it upside down. We travel with it closed, but I think we might try it this time with it upside down because I don't think it's going to spill. But it's nice when we get somewhere just to have our toothbrushes and toothpaste on top, and then everything else is underneath. That is our invaluable broom, which I'm using all the time. This is my fanny pack for this trip. It's not usually here. This is a new acquisition for this trip to Disneyland. So I have that. Next week a video should be going up of what is in here if you want to see that. In here is just like quick and easy to grab stuff, our binoculars, and some camera gear. Under here we have a bunch of dog stuff, poop bags, and treats, and things for them. Like I said, we're taking our bikes on this trip, and they are e-bikes, so this is our charger. Matt bought new shoes, I just stuck them in here in the box, and this is like a soft-sided ice chest for days that we are taking a picnic with us. So that, there's nothing in it, but that's that. Down here, this is our water heater, and this had just a piece of wood across the front, and we just took it out so we can throw our shoes in there so they are out of the way. Over here is the bathroom. We put some command hooks on the back of it. My purse is hanging there now. Here in the bathroom, this is our trash can. When we get to a campsite, we will put it out like in front of the camper, unless it's nighttime and there's a risk of animals, in which case we'll stick it back in the shower because no one showers in the middle of the night. But during the day when we arrive, it'll be there. It's just traveling here because this is a good spot for it not to be rocking all over. Our toilet. Over here is the pantry, which I have all packed up with a week's worth of food. We are going out some because we are going to Disneyland, but there's our food for now. So in the back there's bowls and frying pans and sauce pots. Along the side we have our plates and a cutting board. These are little tension rods, and there's 3 of them, and they just hold everything standing up. This is actually our first trip using those, so we'll see how it goes. In here is just bowls and spoons, and these are great. They're little tiny thermos bowls, so if we are taking a hike somewhere, we can take soup or top ramen or something with us. Up here is like our breakfast shelf. There's Bisquick in the back, some cereal, and all of Matt's coffee stuff right there. Down in here is all of our dry goods for the week that is not breakfast dry goods or coffee. So there's oil, there's cans of tuna, there's mac and cheese, there's chili. This is crackers and hot dog buns and a loaf of bread. So it goes all the way back. In the very back we have crackers and chips standing up. I really like to have these types of things because, for instance, this is so deep that there's no way that I would be able to dig through everything and get stuff out. But with this, it's just one piece to take out, and then I can get the stuff behind it. Down here it's a little bit different than usual. We have drinks, so Matt has his Soylent, I have some Dr. Pepper, he has some Pepsi. This is a drawing mat which will go on the counter when I'm doing dishes, and a paper towel. That's all normal. And then in the back we have some birthday gifts for me. I do not know what's in them. And our birthday banner, which we hang up whenever someone has a birthday. And so on my birthday we will pull out those presents and I'll get to open them. And we will hang my birthday banner. We're probably going to clip it along this curtain rod that we have, or curtain cable. Up here we have our toaster oven because this camper does not have an oven. So we have our stovetop and this new cutting board, which I actually just made to fit today. These can slide around and then it can fit your sink, and then underneath we have a spray bottle because Teddy is still in the process of being trained to be a good boy. So, sorry guys, the gardeners came next door, of course. Down here is just kind of our junk drawer, and down there is our propane lanterns and some fire starters. But, I mean, everybody's got a junk drawer, no matter how tiny, you're home. Over here is our refrigerator. Matt is actually going to do a project tonight, I think, before we go. He's going to switch this. Ooh, and when he does that, hopefully we'll clean. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's really dusty in there. He's going to switch it so that it opens this way, which is going to be so much nicer, because right now it opens this way, which is really inconvenient when you're in the kitchen working. We've got all of our magnets that we have acquired so far. We have only been camper people for like 8 months, and we already have this many magnets. So I'm thinking that we need to put like a sheet of metal on the wall over there. And here we have our refrigerator. There's not a ton of stuff because we are eating out some this week, and we have a lot of dry goods. We have some milk and we have eggs and some frozen ice bottles, which works nicely because actually I got this from Amazon because we've been using Amazon Fresh, but it's a nice idea. They just send the frozen water bottles and then it keeps the freezer area more frozen because we don't really have a freezer, and we'll drink them when they do thaw. So we have food. Oh, and this opens up when we drive, like invariably. So inevitably, Matt got a little lock thing which he's going to install. So over here we have Teddy's seat, which he now refuses to sleep in. So it's just kind of like a holding pen for all his toys while he tries to sleep on this bed with the rest of us. And then back behind Teddy, there is our clothes closet. This area works great for the two of us. I mean, if we had a couple more people who were sleeping on the dinette, we would need to put their clothes probably in the seat underneath the dinette or something, or over in the other cupboard I showed you earlier, and rearrange things. But this is all of our clothes for a week. And there's no, like, we won't have to do laundry, which is great. So we have all our clothes, and then my tripod. This is our bed. It is a queen size mattress, and then there is about a 6 to 8 inch gap in between the wall and the bed over on that side, which usually a dog sleeps in. The baby gate actually goes up here when we are camping, or actually at our spot, and it just goes in between here and the back of the dinette, and it's just another doorway between Teddy and the outside. Here is our dinette. There is a sleeping bag under there. I'm not going to pull it all out. We almost never get into it. It's basically, it just gets really cold and we need more blankets. There's nothing under here. There is no storage under the bed. Actually, our water tank and our pump are under there, but there's no storage under there. In the back, there is a garage area pass-through underneath in the front, like outside, but you can't access it from indoors. This is a tote that we use as a hamper, and this is the dog food tin, which I'm not sure what we're going to do with it. Probably stick it in the bed of the truck when we get to where we're going, because they don't need to have it in here taunting them when we're all in here living. But this is a good spot for it to travel. Usually we take a smaller amount of food and put it in there, but we'll be gone a whole week and we need that much food. It's not full all the way, but it's about halfway full. Up above, we have this whiteboard where we usually put a little drawing about our whatever vacation we're going on. Like, we just drew some pictures of condors when we went to Pinnacles, and we drew an eclipse when we went to go see the eclipse in Oregon. And then underneath, when we get to a campsite, we will write the location of the campsite, the site number and the phone number of the campsite, so that if we, and the address of it. Did I say that? That way if there's an emergency in the middle of the night and we can't remember where we are or what's going on, because, you know, we're only there one night, we can look at that and just know and tell emergency personnel. In here, I'm not sure what we have. Oh, we have some chargers. We have this fan, which also is a heater. It can just blow air through, or it can warm the air and blow it out. And then we have this thing which is called evaporator, and it's like a swamp cooler type of thing, which will cool it in here if it's cold. We have an air conditioning system, but this is quieter, it uses less electricity, and if we are just leaving the dogs in here for a while, it's nice to have it without running the air conditioner, which is really loud. Before we move to this cupboard, I wanted to show you the curtains that we made. They're just super simple brown curtains. We used this IKEA cable, which came with these clips, which they advertise as being for photos, but can be used for this easily. And it is installed on the back of these wood cabinets, which is stronger than the wall. And this is so when Matt gets up early in the morning and turns on lights to make coffee, I don't have to hear it. Or I don't have to see the light. I mean, I could still hear it. But it gives me some darkness, which is nice because I don't like getting woken up to bright lights. And then we have started to sew some patches. I got this one for Matt for Valentine's Day. This one is from Pinnacles. That one's from when we went to San Francisco. And that's from San Francisco. And so we're going to keep adding. In this last cupboard, I hope you can still hear me, we have games and books and just entertainment stuff. And then we have some hooks right here to hang our keys when we first come in, and this is our control panel, which tells us like how our battery is doing. Or that's our gray tank, and our black tank, which is full, which I thought we emptied it. Oh well, we'll have to do that. Our fresh tank, which is full. So that is a walkthrough of our trailer. I'm really sorry it was so noisy, but I don't have control over when the guys come, and I have to get this video up pretty soon. So hope you guys could hear me. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments and I will get back to you. We have a couple of really cool videos coming up. So when we are going to Disneyland, we are staying at an RV park 1 mile from Disneyland, which no one seems to know that it exists, which is pretty funny. But it's so much cheaper than a hotel, like 1/4 of the cost of some hotels, if not like even more. Like it could be like 1/6 of the cost of some of the more expensive hotels. So we are staying at the RV park, and we're really excited because the dogs can come with us. We have our own little home that we can come back to at the end of a day at the park, or we can come back in the middle of the day and sleep in our own bed. We have more access to make our own food, so about half the meals we are going to be making ourselves, which is a way to save money because Disneyland is so pricey these days. It's insane. So we are going to stay at this RV park, and we're going to do a review video about this RV park so you guys can learn about it, because I haven't found too many videos about it. So if you have any questions about what you would like to know about an RV park in general, or this one, let me know so I can know what to address in the review video. And we're going to do a couple other review videos of different campsites that we're stopping at, or RV sites that we're stopping at along the way, because we are stopping at one on the way down and one on the way back to make it each drive a little bit shorter. So let me know what you want to know about those campsites. That fanny pack I showed you at the beginning of the video, I am going to be using in the parks, and I'm filming a video about what's in it, so keep an eye out for that. It should be coming next Thursday, I think. And I think that is it for right now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a please give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys later. Bye.